Hey,
You jamming? Hey, girl.
jamming, girl, jamming. Let's turn this down. That's Jasmine. Jasmine does it for me every time.
Every time
Every single time.
the way we shuffle to get on here today,
Here
me.
we go. Here we go.
That was
Yo,
a
yo,
shuffle.
yo.
That was a shuffle for me.
It's all good. We in here.
We in
And
here.
we're gonna take a few minutes and share. Hopefully I don't share
Oh, let
and
me share it.
hit that old
Let me
loud
turn my.
we are live on tonight. Come on in here and join us.
So what we said is Shay on here. Shay. We said we finna copy off of y'all. We gonna start the show like this, share our stuff, and then we gonna hit our intro video. We gonna try that. We were supposed to try that this week.
But
We
you
try
did you
that
hit
next
it?
week.
I missed it all.
I already
Join
hit it.
us.
I'm gonna hit it again. I'm gonna hit it again.
Watch it twice. He
I'm.
was supposed to do it the other way. It's okay. It's all
It's
right.
okay.
We can do what we want to.
We can do what we want to, and we gonna try. We testing it out to this time.
This is a test. This is a test. Hi everybody. It's just us. You know what day it is. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday. Oh, wow. What? Make sure you join. What?
Okay,
Okay.
here we are.
We're here. Hit
Wait.
it.
I don't think that's quite how it's supposed to go, but we gonna have it right next Wednesday.
That's all right.
Okay. That's okay.
But
Hey everybody, welcome. Glad to see you guys on another Wednesday.
yes.
We're
Yes.
here. I'm throwed together, y'all. I am throwed together.
Can you not
But I'm
can you not say
but I'm
those?
here. But I'm here. So what is we doing this week? Do we have any
Okay.
questions? Do we have any questions?
I didn't get any questions this week, but can I just say this real
Yeah.
fast?
Say it, please.
Um, can I really just want them to leave us alone?
Who bothering you?
I'm talking about this ghetto world that we live in. Us as in,
World is ghetto. I wanna
you know what I'm
live
saying? Us as in African Americans.
free.
I want them to leave us alone. I'm tired. We had a second yesterday to rejoice, to feel like we got justice. And right after that, a little girl got shot by the police.
I didn't
Yes.
hear. I didn't
Girl,
hear.
I am so tired and I really just want them to leave us alone. We was talking about this the other day. Like, just leave us alone. Leave
I
our
didn't
men
know.
alone. Leave our kids alone. I just want them to leave us alone. And it just is heartbreaking. And I'm tired of seeing it. And my feelings are hurt. My heart is broken for anybody for all the people, like the families that are going through all of this, and just for African Americans in general. Leave us alone.
Leave us alone. Mm. What can we do?
And that's just been on me, just heavy. And I try to, I'm like, you see it, but you're like, okay, 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 okay. But come on already. Yesterday really did it for me because it was like, oh, justice, yes. But then it was like, wait, whoa, wait. Leave, just leave us alone.
Leave us
That's just how I
alone.
feel. I am just, and I hate to start it out on a somber note, but it's just enough is damn enough. Sorry.
It's enough. You can say
Like,
that. You can say
like,
that.
like seriously, enough is enough.
You
Leave
can say
us
that.
alone.
Yeah, you can say that.
Okay.
Because we over it.
Woo.
I don't even know what to say.
That's all. I just needed to let that out. I needed to let that out, and and then it really is not just the men. It's just like, but we love our men. These are our men. They're our protectors. But it's so much, and it just keeps going and going and going and going and going, and I'm ready for it to stop.
Yeah, me too.
Okay,
I don't have
I'm a,
much to say about it. You know me, I'll go on a full rant, and don't nobody want to hear what I gotta say. So leave us alone.
That's it. That's what we should have titled this. Leave us alone. That's alone. Okay.
Love your braids, Ken. Thank you.
I got that off. I had to get that off, y'all. I
Okay.
had to get. Hi, y'all. Yes, please. This is me. This is how I feel right here. That one, it's a roller coaster of emotions. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay. Hi, y'all. I got that off. I'm sorry. But tonight we are talking about living a double life.
Listen, let me talk about this flyer and the picture.
Girl, it's hilarious to me.
It was supposed to be much more, but this is the reason. But the reason it didn't go as far as I was gonna take it, is the very reason that we're having this conversation tonight. Okay.
What you saying? What you mean? Say what you're saying.
Because what I wanted to do for the flyer, did you feel some type of way, kid?
I don't know that I felt some type of way. I just didn't have no pictures to input in the original picture. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't have a picture, but I was okay with what it is now. I'm okay with that.
I know you are, because it's real. It's real safe.
Oh, okay.
I like to be risque. I like to be, because I feel like, who cares?
Somebody do.
Who cares? I don't care.
That's what it is. Somebody do. Are you living a double life or not? And this is what we mean. And this is what we're talking about. It's the life that you enjoy and the life that makes you happy. Do you live that life in public, or you just living that life in the house? Does that make sense?
So basically, who you are and what you love to do, you do that on a regular. But then when them cameras come on, like if it's Facebook, Instagram, or when you get to the church house, or when you get around your family, or when you get just anywhere, if you turn the live on, if you decide, oh, I'm gonna do the live, if somebody say a cuss word at the event, it's like, oh yeah, because we on a. Would you be hushing them if you weren't on the live? Would you change the way you would have said something if you weren't posting it for the internet? Or are you just gonna live your life? Because who was that you saw? Lizzo?
It was Lizzo that I saw. And she was just talking about how she posted a picture of herself, but she was like, normally I would like Photoshop it and, blur some things, but not today. I'm not going to do it today. So it's like, why can't you, and why don't you live your life publicly?
Why? So are you living a double life?
So is that living a double life? That's the question for tonight.
So let me ask you, kid, are you living a double life?
So I can say that probably.
No probablys. Are you?
Probably. I probably am, because I just feel like there's some things that I just want to keep to myself.
I don't think that's in the description of a private life. A double life. Some things it's just private. Yeah, some things are just private, so you keep it to yourself. But I'm saying, can
You
you
gotta
just
get
really be, can you like, okay, for an example, like what you said, and I'm just going to say your business right now.
say it.
You like to drink wine,
Yes,
but
I do.
you'll put it in a different, and I'm telling her business, y'all.
Yeah, you can tell my
She'll
business.
put it in a different cup when we're on live to make y'all think, oh, maybe she's just drinking some tea or some juice or some. No, it's usually it's something else that I consider. Wouldn't you consider friend a double life?
Maybe. Maybe.
Is anybody else? But what you see is what you get. Not everybody gets the real me. Not everybody gets the real me, but what you see is what you get. That's true. I think for me,
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like you have to give everybody everything. You never put
Right.
all your eggs in one basket. I definitely don't feel like you have to give them everything. And I don't believe that that makes you living a double life per se. And there's so many examples of living a double life. But right now, just on the surface, this is what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I think, you know, I have found myself because of how I grew up, growing up in the church. I've always had an old soul. So I was kind of close to a lot of people my mom's age, like a lot of my mom's
Yeah.
friends
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And because I could just carry on a good conversation or whatever. So I said that to say a lot of my followers on social media are people from back in the day, people from the church, people, all of that. And I think people see me, remember me a certain way. And so I find myself sometimes when I'm, posting or wanting to say something, I don't say, now, I don't think this is necessarily a bad thing all the time because it's okay to be censored sometimes. But
Yeah.
I find myself a lot of times not doing X, Y, and Z, or should I post this, or should I say this, or what are they going to have to say? What are people going to have to say about it? So it's like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, I'm going to say it this way for them, but do it this way over here. Like we were talking about posting certain photos of
Mm-hmm.
ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And me personally, I don't feel like, now I don't feel like you should be butt naked on social media, but I also don't feel like it. I mean, sometimes I want to show, take certain pics and if I want to share them or whatever, or be a little risque, then why can't I do that? But it's always because of what people are going to think. Right?
Mm.
Is this why we live double lives? Is this why we do this? Is this why you disguise your cup? Because is it because you feel like somebody will have something to say about you having a glass of wine
You
and you're like
know,
40 years old?
I'm home. Don't ever try to do me. Don't ever try to do me. I think just with the world we live in now, I think things are just, everything is public. Everything
Yeah,
is everybody's business, but it really doesn't have to be. In
it
my
doesn't have
opinion,
to. It
it
doesn't have to
doesn't
be.
have to be. But people make everything everyone's business. So I don't know if living a double life, as we say, is a bad thing, because I am still one who I want my privacy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
There are some private things that I absolutely do want.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do feel like if you're choosing to have like a platform like we're having, or
Mm-hmm.
choosing to be out in the public, being a business owner,
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like your business and your private life has anything to do with the other. But I do feel like let's just take Conversations, for example.
Okay.
If I'm wanting an audience and I'm wanting them to and the type of show that we're having,
Mm-hmm.
I would like to be in this moment, be transparent. Like
Right.
I just feel like that is the issue a lot of times, because you have a lot of people painting certain pictures because it's what they want you to see and they want you to think, oh, I'm doing so great. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
But then, I think if more people knew the real and could really feel you and hear you and know the story and know the true story and the backstory behind things, it can be a little bit more inspirational. It's not your fault. It's not up to you to be responsible for somebody else's esteem or
Right.
how they feel about themselves or that type of thing. And it's not. But I just think there's a lot of faking. There's a lot of faking. There's a lot of phony. There's a lot of not real type of stuff. And where I am right now in life, and everybody are different places of their journey, but where I am right now in life, it's not to tell all my business because I'm not getting ready to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But if I'm deciding to put myself in a place to say, I want to have a platform where I want to reach people and I want to empower and I want to have real conversations and I want to do X, Y, and Z. I can't get on here and say, y'all have to be real and be true to who you are. While on the flip side, I'm camouflaging stuff myself.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I feel about it. What do y'all think? What do y'all feel?
I don't know. I think I saw somebody say there are different levels.
There are levels
because there are celebrities but this thing, there are celebrities that we just don't know much about. They have a platform. They are out in the public eye, but they choose to keep things private. But on the flip side of that, when something comes out about them that's in their private life, we're all like, oh my goodness. So I guess it's like if they would have said something prior to this, we wouldn't be shocked.
But then they don't really have to at the same time.
I don't know. This seems a bit.
This is hard. I don't think that, again, I don't feel like everything has to be said. But I think my whole point in this was the other stuff, you know what I mean? Like the little stuff. Like if you want to say cuss words, why can't you? You know what I mean? If you say cuss words in your private life, but you won't get on this camera and say it, like, you know what I mean? Like that kind of stuff to me is a double life. But I think people thought we were, and I mean too, people live double lives for, like, you know, you may be living in a closet, or you may be for real, you know, stripping to pay bills on the side, but don't nobody know nothing about that. Like there are levels to double lives, you know, obviously. There are, somebody says your truth helps other people. But I think my whole point is you find the need to have private. I wonder if people weren't so judgmental, or they didn't crucify you at every single turn. And if people mind their business a little bit more, would people be more open to just being who they are and living their lives and not having to have a private life or a secret life or X, Y, and Z?
I will say this. I found myself during the quarantine time looking at myself and looking at the things that I wasn't doing for me, I was doing for other people. You know what I'm saying? It was just certain things. It was like, do I really like doing that? Or am I doing it because of other people? And it makes you feel like, like that's not something that I really like to do. So there's a lot of things that we do that's just not for us. It's just for other people. Like the things we wear, the things we say, the things that we do most times are for other people. I will say, I'm talking about for me. It may not be for everybody, but I found that for me. But lately, nah, not as much anymore. I'm sure when the world opened up, it may be a different thing. Because if you're not being seen by other people, it's like, I don't really feel the need to put this on because first of all, it's uncomfortable. And it's that kind of situation. So we do a lot of things that we generally don't really care to do, but we do it for other people. But that's just the way society is set up.
Yeah. Right, I have to question if I would be a certain way. If I could be my true self, like when me and you were just talking privately, like how we talk and stuff, if I could be that for in the open, which I'm for the most part that in the open, I feel. But I just feel like by the time we discuss things. And then by the time it makes it here, I feel like it has been, and good. Somebody did say there is a difference between um, acting acting tactful, acting with
Mm-hmm.
tact and loving and living a double life. Now there
Mm-hmm.
is a difference. Like you definitely, can, clean it up. Like you can't just be out here doing all kind of any old thing. Granted,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm just thinking, why does it matter? Why can't you just get on and just say whatever? Like, like who said what is tactful? Who said, who made the rules for like this is tasteful and this is not? Like who made the rules for that?
Somebody, somebody, and some people may feel like, well, because of my job, I can't do those things or I can't say those type of things because my job wouldn't approve of. People be losing jobs. They can't be saying whatever they want to say, and yeah, it's just what it is. That's
So this
it.
says I
That's
also just
it.
make sure you don't mess the bag up unless you're ready to leave the bag. What are your thoughts on the Paul Pierce situation? Who is that?
You have to tell us because I don't know that.
We don't even know who that is.
I can look it up.
Sorry, we don't know who that is.
Did he
You
mess
have
up
to
his
tell us what
bag? What
happened.
he do?
Did he mess up his bag? Oh, you mean like if you just want to say whatever you want to say? Because I think there was a situation where Kevin Hart might have said something. I remember seeing something with him, and he must have had said something like if his son was ever to be gay or something, he would beat him with the dollhouse that he's playing with, or something like that. He said,
Lachey,
and I
why would
remember
you
him
ask us some
saying,
basketball? Why would you ask us some basketball stuff? You know we don't know that.
"Live smoking and strippers got fired from ESPN." Well, I said that to say we're gonna come back to Paul, but he was just like, I'm not gonna apologize. It was a joke. These are jokes. But then he lost like a lot of gigs for that. He lost a lot
Mm-hmm.
of, X, Y, and Z, and he found himself on a full apology tour. Like he was
Yes.
on tour apologizing because it was like, first he was like, I'm not getting ready to do that. But it's like, okay, I guess I have to because it is messing up the bag. So I guess so. That is true. I think right now today I have chosen to live my life. I'm still working on it, some stuff, but and everybody's not in a position to do that. But I'm choosing to live my life the free and open and real. That don't
Mm-hmm.
mean everybody gonna get everything, but I'm choosing to do that. I don't care. I'm gonna let people talk. From this conversation on, I'm gonna let people talk.
They definitely will be talking.
I'm gonna let them.
This is what I want to say. I want to talk
Mhm.
about how social media plays a role in every single thing that we do. And how most times the things that we see and most things that some of us are aspiring to be aren't even real.
Cause it's a double life. That's to me. Maybe we're giving it the wrong title, but it's to me, it's like it's not real. Let's talk about it.
It's like we see all of this stuff. We're presented with all of this stuff on Instagram, Facebook, all of these social media platforms that look so lavish, that look so like, you're like, ooh, that looks so good. I want that. And when you don't have it, you feel inadequate. Like, well, but why can't I
Cause
get
I'm
it?
working my tail off.
I'm
Like, yeah,
working my butt off and I still don't have it. And then you start feeling down on yourself because it's like, but they got it.
yeah, yeah. But they got it.
And like it's a real problem because it's like people are depressed because they can't even deal with even going on social media and looking at, because it's the comparison thing. Comparison is a real thing, and you compare yourself to these ideals that you think are real and they're not.
And they're not. I don't know if this is on topic or not, but I want to say that it is. Okay, so like growing up and when we switched to being Adventists. And I'll never forget, when we first got there, like, jewelry and stuff was a big thing. Well, we've had piercings since kids, So I'll never forget one Sabbath. I had just gotten these real big, cute silver hoops, right? So I had them on getting ready to go to church. And my mom was like, "You gonna wear those?" And I said, "Now, Mom, when has it ever been an issue for me to wear?" And I'm coming back around to what you're saying, feeling bad. When has it ever been an issue for me to wear some earrings, Mom? And she was like, "Well, it's not an issue. I'm not saying you got to take them off." She was just saying, I just want to say that we are our brother's keeper, right? And I was just like, I ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. That's on them and however they going, And she was like, what if when you go to church with these big earrings on, somebody is so upset and so vexed by the fact that you got these big earrings on that the whole time they're focused on what's going on and, X, Y, and Z and their emotions behind it, that they miss the service and they miss, and initially I kind of feel like that's on them. You know what I'm saying? But, she was just like, but some people are not mature enough to, they're not, some people just kind of need that extra help. Like, how is it hurting you to not wear them so that this, somebody can be okay and catch a word that they might need it. And then you can put them on later. I said all of that to say, in life, I want to ask it both sides. Should we then be truthful so that it doesn't affect other people and so that other people are not depressed, X, Y, and Z? Or should it just be a matter of figure it out? It's not my fault that you're feeling some type of way and that you're not mature enough to just keep scrolling or to work hard or la 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 la. What say y'all in the comments about that? Because that, I wanted to bring that back around to what you were saying in regards to social media. Is that somebody else's problem, that you have a problem with what you see that may or may not be real because you don't have it? Or is this an issue that instead of just living for real and telling them, just being real with life, that, life ain't really happening like that for me right now, but this is what I would love. And this is to encourage somebody. Like, where do we stand?
Is it your fault? Is
it my fault? Is that my problem? Or should we be concerned about? Because sometimes, living your life like the way you wish you had it could be you manifesting. Me posting this picture of X, Y, and Z and this little fancy car and me standing in front of it, but as if it's like mine, but really it's a rental. What if I'm just manifesting and you don't know that that's what I'm doing and now you mad? What y'all saying? And let me see what y'all saying.
They saying things.
Oh, wait, did you put something up there?
You got it. Go ahead.
Sorry, go. You go.
No.
Social media is worse than the public school first day feeling. Oh, yeah, that is.
You know that feeling. Do you feel? I felt that when I read it.
Yeah. Oh.
Coming in
why
like,
is that your fault? Why is that my fault? Why is it my fault? Because I feel like sometimes you could just be really living your true life. And again, whether it's a fake life or a real life or a double life or whatever, either way, it makes people, it rubs people the wrong way and it makes people feel some type of way. And so are we to be accountable for other people's feelings? What does it mean to be my brother's keeper? So many times that was used to make us feel guilty for how we live. Yeah, absolutely. My jewelry wearing has nothing to do with someone else's ADHD. No, it doesn't.
Oh my God, that's scapegoating.
Be responsible for yourself. How many times were we shamed at the expense of what somebody else could say? This is true. And this is why so many people would like to live. You gonna see one life while they're actually, living something else. And we're saying not just the surface things that we gave here with social media, but like the other, like deep, heavy stuff. I'm not a stripper on the side. Although let me be clear. There have been times.
When that fast money looked real nice.
So you mean to tell me, with baby, get me a butt shot or two, and baby, I was ready. Okay, it's been a minute. It's been a time or two. I'ma just be very clear. So it ain't none of that for me, or the other things, but it's living this double life that is.
It's hard to do though, because it's a hard thing to keep up with. You know what I'm saying? It's
what's hard to keep up with?
People who live in double lives. It must be a hard thing to do when you're juggling between two different personas or two different, who you are.
Maybe the big stuff, but I think we all do it every single day easily, like the small stuff.
I'm talking about the big stuff though.
You talking about the big stuff.
So I don't know. Am I living a double life? Yeah.
What's not good for your mental health?
Living a double life.
Is that what we're talking about? Is that what they're meaning? That's not good for your mental health?
I'm assuming that that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can't be good for your mental health.
You're keeping up. You got to keep up a front.
That's true. I'm trying to think.
But I saw somebody say something about code switching. Code switching is the exact same thing. It's the same thing. And as African Americans, we definitely do it all the time. That's how we get through life, is through code switching. So we wouldn't make it without code switching, if you think about it like that.
So do you think that this is, and now let me just be serious with y'all now.
Okay.
And I want to get back to it. Do you possibly think that this is why things continue to happen? Because you code switching, you're learning how to say it's the modern day, oh yes, a massa. And nothing's mattering. Nothing's happening. It doesn't matter. These people are continuing to be X, Y, and Z. So on one side, and do we need to put on a real face in the way we would handle each other? Like if you just on your everyday talking in a way, get the scruffing and fighting in the streets with each other. And I'm not talking about black on black, nothing. I'm not switching this. I'm not.
You're fine.
I'm saying the way that we're comfortable and we'll get each other together. When them folks come around, don't let you. Child, my kid got a toy with a siren in the backseat. Now you heard that, and everybody necks get stiff. You looking around like is they coming? It's like it's this something that's in us that almost switched these codes on to be, yes, like no matter how much you comply, because people are saying this, they were unarmed, they were this, his hands were up. No matter how much you comply, it's happening. Do we need to go ahead and continue to be who we are? And when you come for me, I'm coming for you. What say you?
I don't know what to say to that. I don't even know what to say to that, because I think we've all been conditioned to do so. And because it's ingrained in us to do it, I don't know. I don't have an answer for that at all.
So what's going to be the answer?
Because I don't even know how. I don't even know. It's a lot of us, the jobs that we have them because we are very good at code switching. You know what I'm saying?
Because ain't no way we just went up. You can go up in no interview or nothing like that. And this is why I push, just as a people, that we need to start, have our own businesses, find somebody of us to work for. If you're not the entrepreneur, we need to start building our own communities and everything. We need to start doing that. And it's so easy to say, oh, that's what we need to do. So that we could just live our lives and be who we are every single day of the week, at all times, and no problems. But I get it right now. I'm not saying go quit your job. I'm just saying right now, I get it. That's kind of who you have to be. But I just wanted to get on here and say it's tiring. Everything right now in life is tiring. it wears you low. And that's why I'm
Mhm.
saying from here on, I'm not getting ready to sugarcoat or now I'm not going to tell y'all every single thing, like every little thing, but I'm just saying, sometimes I find myself, ooh, I want to repost something because I think it was real good, but they might have a cuss word in it. So I'm
Okay.
thinking, well, let me just retype it so I don't have to. I'm going to share it. I'm not the one who said the cuss word. I just like what they said. So I'm not getting ready to feel some type of way like you, oh, they going to say, oh, she cussed. She cussed. No, it wasn't me. I shared it.
Baby, the way they gonna screen record me, honey, saying damn, it's gonna be
You
it's
said
gonna
it.
be all
You said,
bad.
damn, it's finna be they finna have it on replay. Did y'all hear she said? But oh well, because it's the truth. Leave us
Mhm.
alone because we are sick and tired. We're tired.
It's just I don't know. It's just we do it. It's something that it's a way of life at this point for us. Code switching, living a double life. It's how we get by, it's how we survive,
Somebody said
especially as African
hypothetical.
Americans.
No, it's true. It says hypothetically speaking, what would you do? What would I do about what? Can you tell me? Because I might have missed what else you
I think I
said in the
missed it too.
comments. So please refresh me and tell me what would I do about what so I can answer. But too,
Look,
when I find myself code switching too, because I am a business owner. And then I just feel like, if I truly, do certain X, Y, and Z, does this affect my business? Oh, I'm not going to buy from her because she said, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm not getting ready to live my life like that. What's for me is for me. And I'm not a raunchy person and I'm not, you know, I'm a respectful person because I respect myself first. So I'm not just going to
mhm.
be out here doing any old thing. But I'm gonna say what I want to say. And I'm not getting ready to sugarcoat anything for anybody. I'm not doing that anymore. Period.
I don't
I'm
know.
gonna say what I want to.
I know for me, the way I speak has been an issue for me. Okay.
The way you
And
speak?
mhm,
What you mean?
because everybody's always like, girl, you're so country. You talk
Girl,
so
bye.
listen, I'm gonna tell you now. They be like, you talk so country, it's so country, it's so country. And I'll be thinking to myself, like, am I really that country? So for me, in different settings, I would code switch because I was sick of people telling me that I talk country. And I do, but that's just my normal way of speaking. For me to speak a different way feels weird. And it looks like I'm trying too hard. That's what I mean about living a double life. It's country, but it's not like broken. Like, I don't know. I don't know what people consider the way I speak to be. But I've had a problem with that for a minute.
Really? So it sounds like to
Yes.
me, what it all boils down to is that it's not other people, it's us and what we feel for ourselves. And it sounds like it's a personal problem that we
I
need to
think it's
work on.
both. I think it can be both.
Yeah, it can be both, but I think if you got to a place where you could care less what people said or thought, then that other piece of it would never even matter.
I don't
Wouldn't
care
even
now.
be a factor.
That's why
None of it would be a
Conversations is
factor.
alive and well. Because I said, girl, you country and you gonna talk it how you talk it.
Talk how
Say it
you
how you
want
say it.
to.
Say it how you say it. But yeah, it's yeah.
It says doesn't matter both ways of speaking. They heard what you said, heard and understood what you said, period.
Oh,
This
yeah.
one, how would you reprogram yourself in the way you comply to law enforcement?
In the way that I speak to law enforcement, because let me see. Let me think about that too.
So this is what I personally meant. I meant as a group because it's hard to do anything just by yourself because it's just you against however many cops there are. You know what I mean? But I would rather us just as a group of people. I feel like it should just be an automatic that we don't care and we're not gonna just stand around recording. We're gonna jump in and we're gonna do something. All of us against y'all. You get what I mean? Like I feel like everybody stand back. Everybody get set, get. and just watch things go down. I feel like if it's you just by yourself, then obviously you're doing whatever it takes to get home. But I'm just saying, if you was in a street fight on the block, everybody jumping in. How many videos have you seen scrolling by and it's a bunch of people tussling, rustling, and bustling, and it probably was only 2 people that was into it at the time, because you're gonna jump, oh no, that's my sister. Oh no, that's my. When do it become a time where it don't matter because you a skin folk, and how can we all become kin folk because we are skin folk, and we gonna jump in and we're going to show that we're not going to continue to stand by and watch this happen. You got to go through all of us to be dirty and do whatever you're doing. That's what I meant by it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I meant. Obviously, if you by yourself, you're going to do what you have to do to try to get out of the situation. But I just feel like people onlooking, no matter what color you are, I feel like people should jump in more. Because period, like, that's what you would do on the block. That's what you would do around the way, anywhere. That's what you would do. You would get in there and you would jump in. But people feel like when it comes to the law enforcement or whatever, oh no, we can't. Yes, you can. If something is going down, they bottom line, y'all work for us. You serve it, we gotta say. But
that's exactly what it's supposed to be. But
it's what it's supposed to be.
On the block, if we tussling and it's it's just a tussle, ain't nobody pulling out no guns.
No, well, they are. Sometimes they are pulling out guns these days, but it don't stop you. So-and-so now might be packing, but I'm packing too. But either way, what I'm saying is the fear has to go out of it. In every situation, there is fear, and fear has to go. You're afraid of what they're going to think, afraid of what they're going to say. I'm not going to post this because I'm afraid of. Everything is about fear. And this is how the minds of everybody is being controlled. In your personal life and in law enforcement life, in every single thing, it's this fear crap. And I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. And we need to be done with it. And when do we stand up in our personal lives, in our public lives? When do we say, I'm not scared. What can you do with me? There's nothing you can do. And I feel like we have to do it as a group. We have to do it all together now. We have to do it.
I think right now it's like for us to say, well, what are you going to do with me? What can you do with me? They like, we going to kill you. That's what we're going to do. And that's what they do. So that's a part of the fear tactic too. Is like, you say something, you do something, we gonna show all y'all, we about to kill you. So it would have to be been the same thing forever and ever. It's been like that.
Then chitty chitty bang bang, nigga. You popping them, we popping them too. But I'm not promoting violence. Anybody, I'm not promoting it. I'm just saying that in order for things to change, I think people want a kumbaya change. And hear me now, I'm saying this about everything when it comes down to your personal life and who you're choosing to be in front of people in X, Y, and Z. I think people want everything to be kumbaya, but there's only one side that's taking the hit in order for it to be kumbaya. It's you that's personally taking on all this heavy load to hide and to be the yes man or okay, I'm not, in order for the situation to be cool. But I feel like sometimes you have to act a fool to get results. So sometimes you just have to let it, like I was telling you, that one of these days I'm going to do me a full nude photo shoot because I've seen it done. Now y'all ain't going to see all my goods, but I'm going to do it real tasteful like. And I'm going to just put it out there. Now, I'm not saying that's what I'm doing. I'm saying me and Kirsten was having a conversation. This is why I was saying to her, I'm just going to do this. I think everybody like, what you going? No, we were having a conversation and this is what I was saying. And we were talking about what would be the reason for that. And for me, I think it would just be a public announcement to say, I don't care what you think. And from this day forward, I am free of your thoughts and anybody else's thoughts about how I'm going to live my life. If you don't like it, keep scrolling or delete me. I just think I said that to say, in order for anything to change, it's going to require a boom. You get what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no, well, what can we do with the police? How can we talk? Ain't gonna be none of that. In order for this to change, the way we got into this mess is the way we're gonna have to get out. So just put it that way. How did we get into this? How did we get the fear? How did we get to a place of submission and all of that? It was beat into us, right? So we're gonna have to beat our way out of it. So do whatever you want with that. Ain't gonna be no kumbaya. You can't solve big issues with kumbaya. Sometimes it's gonna have to be a Big Bang Theory, like period, point blank. Y'all gotta come out swinging. Y'all gotta come out guns blazing. I'm saying this hypothetically, but take it literally if you want. You have like that's what it's gonna have to be in your personal life. You're gonna have to just say, you know what, F it. This is me. This is who I am. If you don't like it, get out of my life. Good, because you don't need to be here anyway. Because somebody just said it earlier. It's a lot. It's a lot to keep all this stuff on you because you're trying to cover up and hide and X, Y, and Z. Now, some stuff ain't people's business, but other stuff, I'm just gonna say it how it came out and then just figure it out. I'm done doing that. I'm done with it. Period. And it's gonna have to shock people. It's gonna have to be like it's gonna take that to get us out of all of this. It's gonna take that. That's my opinion.
The media controls the narrative.
Absolutely.
Look at how we're being portrayed on TV, our music, violence sells, bad news sells. There are very few shows on TV that portrays Blacks in a positive role. Yes. Yeah.
Somebody said that doesn't work. What doesn't work?
I don't know. I'm just we got two different conversations going on, but I'm fine with it because
we do. Yeah, because we have what's happening because we mentioned that in the beginning and I just brought it back up. And then we have
it's fine.
The double lives. But I feel like it all kind of plays a piece in it. You know, it all kind of has a little bit of something to do with the other, but I just feel like that's the solution to it all. And I get, you know, wanting to have tact for this reason or that. I totally agree. But I personally, and this was for me, okay, this conversation literally was for me. And right now I'm in a position where I'm not punching somebody's clock. I'm not, you know, any of that stuff. Yes, I have a business and I'm not saying I'm getting ready to just be extra, but I just feel like I have set out to create a life for myself where I can just be free and breathe without anybody else's stipulations on my life. Like I'm in control of my life. I'm creating the life. I'm controlling my own narrative. Because that's the only person who can control the narrative for you or for me. You control your own narrative, to be honest. So all the rest is you listening to somebody or like via the media or whatever is still you controlling your own narrative by choosing to believe that instead of going within and believing yourself and saying, I'm living out loud. I'm going to do whatever I want to do.
But I will say this. I do think that you can still live out loud without everybody knowing your business. I am still a private person just because I don't really like people up in all of my business. I don't think that makes me not whatever it is. I just don't like people all up in my business like that. So I think you can still live out loud without it being so, I don't know the word that I'm trying to use, but without it being so, I don't know. Maybe in your face. Maybe it's in your face is what I'm trying to say. Maybe so in your face. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
We all have to have filters. I think the issue is there is a desire to live outside of the box or the rules that we grew up in church. I think that, but also just period. Because outside of church, it sounds like people jobs too.
Yeah,
it's
jobs too. I ain't studying church right now. I'm just talking, you know, people got to make a living now. They can't just do whatever it is they want to do on the socials or on whatever.
So are you willing to have your glass of wine in a regular glass wine glass then on your shows from now, or no?
It doesn't make me a difference at this point.
What you're gonna do?
What it is. Yeah. I'm gonna put it in whatever is close.
Whatever's close. So it's not because you're trying to hide. It's just because you put it in what's close.
Right. As of right now, since it's out there now.
People know, so it's not a hiding thing. Well, how do you feel about people knowing?
I don't feel any kind of way because the people that know me know.
Right.
I don't know what else to say.
I don't know what else to say. I mean, that's it. That's it, and that's all. I'm with you.
But the people that know
me. Said, I'll pull mine out with you. Me too.
The people that know me know. You can ask my mom.
They know.
It's just what it is. You have to live your life for you.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just it.
And submission doesn't work. It don't. So why continue to do it? And have yourself just, you know what I mean? Like overwhelmed and feeling like trapped. All because of what you think people will say or what you know people will say, but you have the ability to just not care. So again, I think it's all self-induced. Whatever it is that's going on is all self-induced because we have the power, again, to create our own narrative for our own lives. We have that power, period. We do.
Child, live your life for you.
Live your life. That's what I'm saying. Live your life. Because Kid done said the damn word. Did you say damn?
I did.
You said damn.
I said it twice.
Why you just say when I said it?
Because you said it.
I just said that you said that word at the
beginning. I know, but you didn't say it. I said it.
See how? You see how? Do you see how? Do y'all see how?
I had already said it. Then you said it. I already knew I said it. You get on my nerves, don't please. Don't start no mess. All the church people said, I'm out of here. They
didn't click out. But in what setting is damn a bad word? See?
Come on.
What I want to know.
Don't start no mess in here now.
What setting is it?
Whatever settings that the people, I don't know.
That's what I want to know. Who said these words was bad words?
Well, it's not the conversation setting. We do what we want here.
Yeah, we do whatever we want to here. But what we're saying is people would like flip out like, oh, they said that word. Or like in the beginning, like when we first started, we had the hardest time of saying ho. We had the hardest time because we felt like it was going to be an issue. And our moms had made it such a big deal because we wanted to go out and really give the full list of all the different kind ones. And we didn't. And I feel like for me, sometimes I feel like even when we're having the show, sometimes I hold back just even on the show here. How can this be bomb conversations? Like we dropping bombs and then we're holding back because of what people may say or think. So I just feel like this was a good conversation because I'm just letting y'all know I had been holding back some stuff. We don't say it like the way we say it when we chit-chatting about what we gonna say. And just like my flyer was supposed to have us swinging around a pole. That's what the flyer was supposed to be. So now we at the end, that was the flyer supposed to be. We were supposed to be swinging around a pole. We were supposed to have on risque outfits and look like we was dropping it down by the pole. That's what it was supposed to look like because we like clickbait. We like play on words and pictures and visuals. We like that kind of stuff. But sometimes some things we won't do because like, well, what they going to say? Is somebody going to feel some type of way because we do? I'm telling you now, we can listen. If I got to be the one swing around the pole next week, it's gonna be me.
Well,
okay?
Put me on one.
You want to get on? Okay, because I thought maybe you want the first lady hat. You don't want that one.
Don't play with me.
I'm just playing. She getting on the pole with me. But that's what we're gonna do. But it's just stuff like that we're talking about. Like sometimes we won't because we're just like, well, what are people gonna say? Well, it don't matter. From here on, we like to give y'all the juice. I like juice because my brain operates that way. Like I'm just a naturally creative person. I just naturally, Kirsten is a natural bomb person when it comes to, words and how to say words and this type of stuff. Like if y'all need something worded, get in her DM. She's great with that. I'm super bomb with visuals. Like the two of us together are unmatched. Okay. We are like, but I just feel like sometimes it's a hold back. We hold ourselves back. And we shouldn't do that. And we're not going to do that from here on out. We're going to give y'all the juice from here on.
Keep on saying juice. Keep on saying juice.
Juice. Wow. Was that bad?
No.
We're going to give you the juice. We're going to literally bop the drum. Bop the drum.
Bop it. We're really going to bop the drum. Drop the top.
The way that we have. But that's what we want to talk about. Living double lives, whether it's to the extreme of a double life or just to, where we brought it to, because we could have went extreme, but I'm not doing anything in my life right now, anything extra. I got 2 little kids, ain't nothing real, but other than me just, when it comes to the visuals for like my business or stuff like that, sometimes I hold back in what I choose to do or say or whatever because of that. And I'm not doing that anymore.
I think one thing that I've learned is your audience is going to be your audience. The people who like you are going to like you regardless. Mm-hmm. The people that don't, they won't.
They won't. Okay. And there's nothing you're ever going to be able to do to keep them. Like you could be stressing yourself out about walking on eggshells and they're still just finding anything. So why not just live your life and live it how you want to? Them saints saying the same words and worse at home. Yes, they are. Ain't nobody got time for the foolishness. Shit.
Kick her out.
Don't hold back anymore. I'm not. Now, what I won't be doing is, now listen, I'm not super safe where I won't say a cuss word or two in my private life. But that don't mean I'm going to be on here just cussing and stuff like that. But if something slips, say you and your flyers. I know. We love them. We love them. So we picked a throwback picture, which I thought was just as great. Just a little throwback picture. I thought it was still just as great, but we were going to have the money flying with us real risque on the pole.
It was the money for me. It was my face in that picture. The whole picture to me, I was very tickled. Tickled.
Because I used to go to clubs. I don't go to clubs anymore, but I used to, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I just got 2 little people. Is they got a daycare in the back? Like I'm just, so I'm not on that type of time anymore in my life. But yeah, I thought it was a great picture. So we love doing the flyers. We have to keep doing the flyers.
Yeah, the flyers are fun. I enjoy the flyers.
You definitely have to order some Afro Essentials.
Hit that, put the link. Make it quick.
Hit the link. Click the link.
Please order you some. You're going to love it.
Yeah. Let me put, because in case y'all don't know, if you have not got your Afro Essentials. Oh, wait.
Put it on in there. This was good. This was chatty. Yes, we had 2 different subjects. Hey, it is what it is. This is the kind of day we have. This is random conversations.
Yeah, this was a random one.
We like to do random all the time. We do this.
We like to do random ones. Yeah, we like the random ones because that's really what it was supposed to be about. Just our random chit chats that we have with each other. That's what it was supposed to be in the first place. But sometimes we have, the specific topics. But tonight was a chatty one, and we just wanted to talk about that and just say, I'm living out loud from here on, y'all. So don't be shocked. It ain't gonna be nothing drastic, but just don't be shocked. I'm gonna live my life. I'm 35. I'll be 36 this year. I'm living my life. It's so much happening in the world. Anything could happen today or tomorrow. And I refuse, like some people say, I don't have regrets, but I don't want to start regrets. Like I should have did. I don't like that. I don't like that feeling. Man, I just should have went on and did. I don't like that.
Said it.
I don't like that. I don't
I
like
should have
living
went
with
on and said it.
regrets. So I'm not going to do that to myself.
But we appreciate you all so much for hanging in here in our random conversation today. I
Yeah.
enjoyed the conversation. It's always a
Mhm.
good time. We'd love to chat with you all. Shout out to the chat, y'all. I
The chat is
love
always the best. It's always the
so
chat for me.
it's
Always.
always the chat for me. We
Always.
appreciate y'all so much.
Hmm.
It's been real on tonight. Y'all find a happy place somewhere where you can kind of just get away from everything that's going on in the world. Find a way to smile, find a way to have fun, find just time. Do something that you love that's away from social media, that's away from the TV, that's away from all of it. And just find some way to feel good.
Yeah.
That's and live out loud. Just do
Live out
you,
loud.
be great, and just be happy.
Yep.
That's all I got.
That's it and that's all. Well, all right, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out on us. I'm hanging out on us.
Because you think
Hanging
about
out.
hanging on that pole. That's what you're thinking about. That's why you said hanging out on us.
I'm
Can't
gonna give
even
you
say
one
it
in my
right.
house.
We're good said.
I'm gonna give me one, and not just because I want to be raunchy, but that's good exercise. Have y'all ever went to a class like you felt fine then, but I woke up the next day, I hadn't done nothing. Woke up the next day in total pain, body, arms ache. I'm like, what is? It is a lot of work. That's a good workout. It's a good workout. Okay, you guys. Until next week on Bombersations, where it's lit
We're lit. And
and
everything is
everyone's
lit.
lit. We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. See you later.
Good night.